Hello everyone. In today's class I'm going to explain about the unconditional statement. Okay, we have done all the conditional statement, that is the if statement. We have done different structure of if statement. I've explained to you about the switch statement, right? So in today's class I'm going to explain to you about unconditional statement. Like I mentioned before, unconditional statement are those statements which jump from one part of the program to another without a proper condition. So they are what? Like break is unconditional statement, continue, exit, go to. These are unconditional statement. Okay, so let me explain to you the first one, that is break statement. So this break statement, you have experienced it in the switch statement, right? We are using the break. So over here I mentioned that the break statement is used to break loop. You can use it in a loop statement, that is in the while statement, in the for statement, in the do while statement, or you can also use in the switch statement. It breaks the current flow of the program at the given condition. Okay, in case of inner loop, suppose you have two loop, that time it will break only the inner loop but not the outer loop. So the break statement is used in two scenarios. The first one, okay, we use it in the loop, okay, and the second one we use it in the switch, and that too in the case control structure after the case blocks. Generally, all cases in switch statement, okay, in the case are followed by the break statement so that we can avoid the subsequent cases execution. So I think all of you remember that the syntax of the break is the keyword break followed by the semicolon. Okay, over here is the flow chart. Fine. The moment that conditional code is true, it continue with the condition and it will execute again. But once it is true and it reach the break, it will come out of that structure. Okay, or the condition it become false, it will come out of that structure and it will follow to the next statement after that. Fine. Okay, over here I give few example. Like over here you will see I mentioned in the switch statement. I'll explain first since you have done switch statement. In the switch statement I mentioned num is equal to 2. Num, switch num. This num it compare with the first case, okay. It compare with the first case. Num is how much? It is 2. In the first case, case 1 is not equal with the num. So therefore, it will pass the execution to the second case. Num is equal to 2. Yes, case 2 is it is 2. So this statement will execute. It will display that case 2, and from after executing this one, now it followed the break. The moment this break it reached, the execution reach in this break statement, what happened? It come out from the switch and the execution, it start to execute here. See out, hey, I am out of the switch case. Fine. But if you are not putting break over here, the execution will continue with the case 3. It will continue with the default statement or default case. Clear? But because of the break statement over here, it take the break, it come out from the switch structure. Okay, clear? Then next, in the loop statement, over here in my loop I want to display all the numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, but I give the condition if it reach in the, if the value it is 5, it is equal to 5, then take a break and come out from the structure. So it will take the break and it will come out from the loop. Okay, it will not execute. So this program, it will run only 1 2 3 4, but the moment it reach 5, it will take a break and it will come out from the loop. Clear? Okay, the next statement is continue statement. This continue statement is just like the break only, but the only difference is what? in the break, you come out from that structure. The moment it get execute, the moment the break get execute, it come out from the structure. But the continue statement, it will not come out, but it will skip and continue again. Fine. For example, over here I mentioned that continue also we use in loop control statement, just like the break statement only. And continue statement is opposite to that of break statement. Instead of terminating or come out from the loop, okay, but it forced to execute the next iteration or the next step of the loop. Fine. As the name suggests, the continue statement forces the loop to continue or execute the next iteration or the next loop. So when the continue statement is executed in the loop, remember that the code inside the loop following the condition statement will be skipped, and the next iteration or the next execution will take place. Same thing, just like the break, the syntax of continue is what? The keyword continue followed by the semicolon. Okay, in the flowchart over here, you will see as long as the condition is true, it will execute the conditional code. But once it encounter the continue statement, okay, what happened? The conditional code will stop executing, but it will start to continue the next loop, and then it will start and begin again the new execution, and it will start to execute the conditional code. Fine. Okay, example over here, same just like the previous program only. Okay, this program, it will print all the numbers from 1 to 10. That time I mentioned in the if, when I is equal to 5, take a break, right? And I mentioned that the moment you mention break over here, what happened? It will come out from the loop. But now we are not using break, we are using continue. So what happened? When it print, it will print 1, 2, 3, 4. But the moment it reach 5, it will skip and it will go back to the loop and it will check the value 6. Then it will print 6, 7, 8, 9. That means in this program, it will execute how? It will print 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will get skipped and 6, 7, 8, 9 will get print. Okay, till 10. Fine. Okay, so now let me explain to you about the exit statement. Okay, so when we talk about the exit statement, what happened is used to terminate the calling function immediately without the executing for the process, or I will say the exit as a jump statement in C or C++. What happened? It come out immediately from the program. The moment you write exit in any part of the code, it will come out of the program. So when we talk about the exit jump statement, remember it take two integers. The first one is 0 and the second one is non-zero, that means 1, to represent the different exit status. So whenever you encounter with the exit 0, that means it report that it is successful termination or completion of the program. But when you encounter with exit 1, that means report the abnormal terminal of the program. That means when the termination, when there is no error, so that time the termination you will get exit 0. But when there is some error, that time you will encounter with exit 1. Okay, the syntax is what? Exit inside open and close parenthesis 0, and in another hand you'll have the syntax is exit inside open and close parenthesis 1. Fine. And the usage of exit 0 is fully portable, but exit 1 is not portable at all. And when you will be doing macros, okay, later on, then the return code of 0 is exit successful. But when you encounter return code 1 is exit from failure. Fine. So exit 0 is exit success, is defined by the standard to be 0, but exit failure is not restricted by the standard to be 1, but many systems do implement it as 1. Fine. Okay, to understand this one better, I prepared a flow chart for you. Suppose you have a condition. As long as it is true, that particular statement of the condition will get execute. Okay, it will continue executing, and when it reach to the false condition, then what happen? It will execute the statement if there's block of statement. Otherwise, if it encounter exit, what happen? It come out from the program and directly it will go to stop executing. Clear? Okay, in this simple program, okay, I take it, I use over here the C program. So what happened? For example, over here printf start. So automatically when you execute or when you run your program, okay, it will print start. But after start we have exit 0. So what happened? The moment it encounter exit, it will come out from the program. That means the second printf, that is end of the program, this statement will not get printing, because before that I mentioned exit 0. Therefore it will come out from the program, and at the end you will see that it print only start. Clear? Okay, so I hope all of you understand with unconditional statement, that is the break, the continue and exit. And for go to statement, I'll be explained to you in the next class. Fine.